Hi there. I'm gonna go over the trade that I took in the live session. Like today, I was super bearish. The reason why I'm bearish, it should be clear in 4 hours. So like after this big bullish move, I consider it as a structure shift, and I marked this fair value gap. This is my fair value gap in 4 hour, and this is my fair value gap in 4 hour as well. So this is my bearish fair value gap, and this is my bullish fair value gap in 4 hour. So I was like, okay, some sort of sell side has been taken. Big displacement to the upside. Structure shift. Series of uploads, tentacle flows below. It's a fair value gap. So I can expect possible short opportunity inside this range. First thing. And like from this point, it's last low has been taken. Big displacement to the upside. So big fair value gap getting flipped to the upside created a bullish fair value gap. So if this fairly getting flipped, I can expect the price to reach this high and then this high. So this is going to be the optimal ideology for the day. So I was like, okay, fine. So currently it's structure shift reprice to this point. So I can expect the fairly have to hold the price to push towards this low. So that's going to be very like this is kind of first leg. So most probably this fairly up holding the price, pushing all the way down towards this low. Once this low has been taken, we might expect some continuation to upside. That was my game plan for the day. It was thought like that, so that's the reason why I keep on selling today. So and price kind of going up, going up, down, kind of choppy market. I was totally confused and I did a lot of stupid trades today. In 1 hour, there was a fair value gap. It's supposed to hold in order to give higher prices. That the fair value gap the last day yesterday I hoped and prayed to get hold in order to see higher prices, but it didn't. So it just ran through the fair value gap. So this is the clear structure shift with displacement, but there is no imbalances here. You can clearly see in 1 hour, in 4 hours there is an imbalance here, but in 1 hour there is no imbalance formed in sellers. It's just a weak selling. It's a good bullish to the upside. Flip this fair value gap, creating these fair value gaps. And once this high has been taken, not every high has been taken, just this high has been swept. Price just repriced to this fair value gap, to this invest fair value gap. So I was like, so according to this 1 hour, I don't like to go for selling sell entry since I didn't get any sort of sell model here, any sort of selling fair value gaps here. But I did get a bullish fair value gap, so I can expect the draw going to be higher. So I was super confused in the morning and I don't know what I'm gonna do. So the first entry I executed right at the 1 minute time frame. So I understand one thing here. So price just keep on moving higher. Big displacement to the upside once it entered the 4 hour fair value gap. Big displacement to the downside is high, though this low didn't get taken. Price rebalanced to this fair value gap again. This low didn't taken. Once it approaches the 4 hour, it gives beautiful displacement. This low getting protected. Once this fair value gap give this print a sell model like high, low, high, structure shift, hold, keep on going lower. I don't know where I entered my sell. I just entered one sell opportunity inside this range, targeting the low, but it get reversed. But it get reversed and stopped me out. I don't know where I just shorted here, but I did shorted. I knew that. I guess this is the place where I execute my short opportunity. I'm not sure about that, but I think but I think yeah. I guess my first entry going to be here. I just executed one entry inside this fair value. I like to see lower prices, but they didn't hold. Just keep on going higher. I don't need to take this entry, but I still end up took this entry and end up end up a loser, and it just stopped me out here. This was my first loss, and my second loss is going to be. I can explain it in 2 minutes. Um, yeah. So exactly here, as soon as this area getting swept, this is going to be the London high, right? So low. So this is the swing. Ended up not taken. Just keep on going higher. Once the parallel getting tapped, let's give the structure shift again, and I keep on going selling towards downside. And this low hasn't been taken. So this low printed this low and this low. So and price rebalance to to the high to take this high has been taken and this high has been taken inside the 4 hour sellers value gap, especially at the breaker point. This internal get taken and external get taken. Once it's swept, it's flipped the 3 minute fair value gap. Once it flipped the 3 minute fair value gap, I was like, okay, why don't I wait for going for sell entry? I was about to short here, but I wait for some sort of confirmation like a market maker sell model or a flip of the fair value gap. Once this fair value getting flipped, I enter my second position here, I guess. But it's a big stop loss. Like it's almost 13, 14, 15 pip stop loss. I don't know exactly, but I did lost a lot. So this is my second entry. My first entry was a loser, and this is my second entry. As soon as the high has been swept, is the London high. As soon as the high has been swept, as soon as this value getting flipped, I enter my position here. I expect a continuation towards this low, at least this lows. So I short, so I executed a sell entry, but it ended up stopped me out, and it was again a loser. Again, price go all the way up, give the structure shift, keep on going lower, and price fortunately took this low, but not take out this and this lows. Excuse me. So I was like, okay. So I ended up stopped. So the price stopped me out here. So after this, I was not in the market. I just closed my laptop. I went to my class. So while I was in the classroom, I was like, okay, fine. What I just open the laptop and see the price actions. Okay, price. So the 4 hour fair value gap still holding the price, and also my 1 hour bullish fair value gap, which acted as almost exactly the 50% of the point. I can show you that 50% of the point holding the price. So once I tap that 50%, it gives the structure shift in lower time frame, keep on selling, and every fair value gap just got ran through. This is the reason fair value gap get ran through actors inverse pushing lower. Internal has been taken. I like to still I expected like this is all the low resistance liquidity run. So mostly it's going to run and up to this point. So I was like super bearish. So inside this fair value gap, so inside this fair value, this is a beautiful displacement, right? This is a beautiful displacement. Recent high has been traded. Structure shift to the downside. Beautiful displacement. This low has been taken. This fair value gap also getting flipped. This fair value gap also getting flipped to the downside. This recent low has been taken, and I expected lower prices at least to this lows. So I was like, and the 4 hour fair value gap holding the price. It was super bearish at the time. So I was like, okay, fine. So I can do one thing here. Just go up. I don't know how can I take this out. Yeah, I want these guys. So I was like, okay, fine. Feed the recent high. So the recent high getting swept here. and price give the structure shift at this point, structure shift, and leave this big fair value gap. So inside this area I can be bearish, expected this low, sorry, this high supposed to get protected until my target get hit. So I was like, okay, fine. I move to 1 minute. I don't think I executed entry in 1 minute. I just executed my entry in 3 minutes. I'm not in a 1 minute time frame. I just executed my third entry. Exactly, I just put my limit order here. Exactly the fair value gap tap. I set my first limit order, and my second entry is going to be at the 50 percentage. My third entry, once identified, price stopped here, rejected, and it's started sell off. So this is my third entry. So this is going to be my first, and I just this was my first entry. It's, and once it induced to this point, I executed again at this range. I executed second entry. Once I identified this fair value gap holding the price, like price stopped here, big to the upside, and tap all the breaker breaker body candle has been tapped, and again a selling candle here. So I was like, okay, fine. So first entry, second entry, third entry ended up stopped me out here. So everything was a loser today. I was lost almost 1% in every one of my account. I was in this state. I was super aggressive. I was like, it's a plus plus model. I was like a plus plus model. Still, I expected downside. It's so compared to my first and second entry, this is going to be most valid and beautiful entry if I'm not wrong. But this is my model, like low loss I need to ride. And I like to see this displacement with structure shift with fair value gap. Everything has been aligned, but unfortunately it didn't work. It's just swept the internal and keep on going higher towards this high. It's got reversed since it is inside the H4 bullish fair value gap. So the yeah, this was happened today. I was lost a lot of my money. Not feeling good. Feeling literally stressed out from the morning. The reason why I'm stressed out because this was not from a plan. I was not planned to risk 1% while I was in the classroom, and I was not planned to risk $20 in this trade. So it was, and I didn't see anything. Only confirmation is this fair value gap flipped. So what's my plan? So once the fair value gap getting flipped, I don't like to see any candle close below the 50% of the level. I like to see can price stay below this range. That's gonna be the confirmation for me to go for this kind of entries. But unfortunately, I impulsively entered. I expected this high to hold, but it was like nothing in 5 minutes, bro. Literally, in 5 minutes you can see, like, in 5 minutes this is the fair value gap, bullish fair value gap. So this fair value gap not even get closed. In 3 minutes it's flipped, but in 5 minutes it didn't. It just like a big displacement to the upside, and the price just swept swept the high, come all the way down towards this fair value gap, and price stopped here. Big let the damage. Once the damage has been happened, it start to push upward and take this high out. In this swing, this is the only fair value gap. Once this area has been tapped, price all the way come down all the way towards this low. I was like, what's happening, bro? It's tapped the place. It's flipped the fair value gap. It acted as inverse pushing lower. This low has been break. This is the breaker now, right? This is the breaker now. This is the breaker now. And it's after the accumulation, price sweep the recent high, big displacement. So this in higher time frame, this is going to be the structure shift. This is not a structure shift. This is going to be the structure shift in higher time frame. And this is a solid breaker, right? This is a solid breaker, and it's a beautiful fair value gap in 5 minutes, 3 minutes, 1 minute, everything. It's a beautiful fair value gap. So this high is supposed to get protected. It's a A plus plus setup. It's unicorn model, if I'm not wrong. But the place where I entered is not optimal. That's the problem. That's where I made a mistake. The place where I entered it's not actually optimal. Recently, price swept the low sell side. When sell side has been taken, what can we expect? Recent high. So price expanding towards the recent high. That's it. Once the sell side has been taken, price expanding towards the recent high. And it's flipped the fair value and it's flipped the fair value gap here. It's flipped here. Until this point, it's holding the price. Now it gets flipped. Once it gets flipped, it acts as was pushing higher. So I was like super confused today. Trading condition was not that great. At least for me. I don't know about others, but at least for me, I don't see anything clearly. I was like it's like it was like 2 point of interest. Like I have bullish fair value gap, I have bearish fair value gap, and it is also getting respected. I like to see lower prices, but it didn't. But and at the same time, I don't like to trade this kind of uh trend line trades for buying. I don't like to buy here because I know that these are all the low risk return. It's eventually going to taken out. This will not going to hold the price. It might hold, but most of the cases it won't. So that's why I don't like to go for a buy today. Even though I do have a if any of the fair value gap getting any of the swing low getting swept, then I get the structure shift and fair value. I might tempted towards buy side for buying since nothing has been taken. Just keep on putting higher low. This is the only time swept, but I didn't get any kind of displacement suggestion, nothing. It's just repriced to this point and just keep on going higher. I just flipped to the family and just keep on going higher. I don't know. I don't have any idea. I don't have any model here. I don't see any model here. So I was like, I'm not into, even though I do have bearish fair value gap, sorry, bullish fair value gap, I am not interested in buying. That's why I keep on selling. But it actually worked really well. So I explained it to you where it actually worked, where it didn't. So so this was the execution that I taken in the morning session, and everything was a loser, and I was super frustrated. Like bitching myself a lot, to be honest, scolding myself a lot. It was like whatever I'm touch, it's turned against me. Like I just executed my position, and it was like a loser. First trade, same. Second trade, the same. Third trade, everything get reversed and take stopped me out. I was like, am I doing a real trading? I'm a real trader. I was like super confused and I questioning myself a lot. So okay. So what happened today? So just go to 4 hour. So these days I followed just following one price action. Just in 4 hour, I just want to mark out the 4 hour candle high and low. So this is going to be the 4 hour candle high, and this is going to be the 4 hour candle low, right? So this is the just forget about everything. So forget about this. Forget about this. Just hold this. Right? Please keep on going higher. So in 4 hour after 5 to 9, we most probably look for a reversal or continuation. So mostly it's going to be a reversal. So that's what it's designed for. So I marked the 4 hour candle high and 4 hour candle low. So this is the 4 hour candle low. Yep, 4 hour candle high. This is the 4 hour candle high, and this is the candle low. High and low. And in 1 hour, I did have one confirmation. So in order to see higher price, it should hold the price. Since it flipped the direction, I like to see it act as inverse, right? So I like to see it act as inverse. So I just want to change the color towards pink or whatever the color, blue color. Okay, fine. It's blue color, and it's like super white color. So this is a 4 hour bearish fair value gap. and this is the bullish fair value gap that got ran through the last day. So I can expect the fair value gap to act as inverse. So the 50 percentage of the fair value gap might be a valid point for me to look around. So what time? So I just marked out the 50 percentage of the point. Tell you that. So this is the 50 percentage. I just change the color not to differentiate. So this is the 50 percentage, right? So this is the 50 percentage of 50 percentage of inverse bullish fair value gap. Got it? 50 percentage of 1 hour bullish fair value gap. So this bullish fair value gap got ran through. So it might act as inverse. Got it? So this is the bearish fair value gap 4 hour. This is 1 hour bearish fair value. And the candle close is this. This is the 4 hour candle close, low and high. Just move to 3 minutes. So in 3 minutes, what just happened here? So in 3 minutes, there is the last series of up close candle. Here it's closed below. So this is going to be the structure shift. When it happened, exactly at the. So there's a reason for the price doing these kind of things. Not just because the 4 hour candle, like the 5 to 9, I just marked the 5 to 9 candle, so it gives a reversal. Nope, it's not like that. It did help me to understand the price action, but it didn't did everything for me. So this is the 4 hour candle low and this is the 4 hour candle high, right? So once the high has been taken, price go all the way up to towards the bullish, like that fair value gap, bullish inverse fair value gap. The fair value get flipped earlier. So print a high, print a low. So these are the sequence of bullish candle. Once the last high has been swept, this is the price. This is where the price get closed below, give the structure shift, and price again retest to this point. So this is where you need to execute a limit order, sell entry, and you can target it, and you can target. See last up close candle, last manipulation high to this low. So if I projected, no, this one. If I just projected the last manipulation candle to the structure shift, so this is my 2 to 2.5. So last manipulation candle before the structure shift. So this is my 2 to 2.5. This is the area where I need to book all my profits, and I can leave my runners towards which low. It's project. It's like it's somewhat like projected this low. So I can expected the lower prices, right? So as per my projection, if I just entered my position here, it's you beautiful take profit for me, and and I can target it this, bro. There is no imbalances here, so I do have an imbalance here. So I can expect it the price to come to this point. So I will just delete this. So why the price give this price action? Series of up close candle. Here it's closed below, like series of up close candle. After sweeping the recent high, get closed below. But the thing is, there is no fair value gap formed. Nothing is there for me to enter. But still, it is a good entry. It's a lower time frame entry, especially in 1 minute. So in 1 minute, what happened here, bro? So this is the H4, sorry, H4. candle high. So this is the H4 candle high. Once the high has been taken, print a high, print a low. This is going to be the significant swing low. Significant swing low. Okay, this is going to be the significant swing low. Price rebalance to this high. Just swept the high. Tap the 50% of the inverse fair gap. The 1 hour fair gap which I marked earlier, it should supposed to act as inverse. Sorry, supposed to hold the price, not to give higher prices, but it just ran through to the downside, and price again repriced to this range. Once it tapped the 50% percentage, it start to get reversed. So this is the last swing low. Get broke with displaced. Get broke. Leave the fair value gap. 1 minute fair value gap here. Getting tapped. Start to selling towards the low. This is the H4 candle low, right? H4 candle low. Where the price expanding towards the low. So after taking out the H4 high, price printed a reversal, come all the way down. This is going to be my first target, and this is going to be my second target. If I'm not confident with this, I can close my positions exactly at this fair value gaps, because it's a good fair value gap, right? So I can close all my profits here. And here also we can use our projection. So this is our projection, right? It's going to be the same, not much difference. So this is where I get the structure shift, lost manipulation candle, structure shift, getting tapped. So this is going to be my take profit. So if I just execute my short entry in this point, I keep my stop at the high, and I just targeted this low. This is going to be my target. 1:2.1. 1:2, beautiful target, beautiful take profit. And I can leave my runners towards this low. This is going to be my final take profit. It's 41 pips. Beautiful reversal, beautiful take profit. Everything has been so great. But I ended up not taking. I'm not organizing this move. I'm not aware about this. I didn't knew it's going to happen or not, but it did happen. So this kind of price action is optimal for me to go for an entry. Take it as granted. Take it as granted. But before that, I have to be super comfortable with understanding where it's actually happened every single day. So that's it, bro. This is the model for our model. So this kind of price action is trustworthy. You can trust this. It's going to work every single time, every single day. It's going to print, but you are not supposed to enter every single place. You have to wait for the specific location to see this kind of price action before engage in a trade. Got it? So yeah, lost manipulation leg to the upside. Once the price, and you can clearly see in 4 hour, the 4 hour fair value gap, the 4 hour fair value gap. Just change the color. Sellers fair value, right? So okay, sellers. So this 4 hour fair value gap, not even close to above, bro. The 4 hour fair value gap, holding the price towards downside. I expected the fair value gap to hold, especially at this point. I was like super bearish. I was like, okay, fine, it's flipped. I can execute a sell entry and put the stop. Once the high has been taken, now it gives a real move. Monday itself, I doing the same shit. Monday, I executed a sell entry, it stopped him out, give a reaction. Tuesday, the same thing. Tuesday, I was actually wrong. My bias was super wrong. I was executing I was expected a reversal, but it's didn't. It's super bullish day. And Wednesday the same. It's same shit happened. I executed my position. I was super confused. Stopped him out. Moved towards my direction. Thursday did the same. So pretty much understand my entry model, but I don't know where I'm gonna look. I do know, but I'm not aware about the current market conditions. During the market hours, I was like super confused. Try to execute every single trade, every single moves, try to catch every single moves, and doing a lot of stupid things. So here, so once the 50% of the fair value have tapped, once the price reach the optimal level, once the manipulation has been once the manipulation this is just the initial manipulation, just manipulated me to enter. Once the manipulation has been done, price gives a real move. Low, sorry, it's the high, print a low, sweep. It at this point it didn't get break. There is no structure shift displacement. Now it get break and displaced, created this fair value gap, and it approached this point. So once this price getting approached, you have to enter. You're not supposed to wait too much. Once this area getting tapped, you have to enter for the stop at high. I don't like to see, because since there is no fair value gap here, I don't like to see any place close above this range. I like to see a continuation. And so if it is super bearish, this fair value gap supposed to get ran through. So if it is super bearish, this fair value gap supposed to get ran through. And fortunately, this fair value gap getting ran through here. It's getting ran through and acting as inverse, keep on going lower. And this low continuously getting protected. If I'm bit early, which means this value of holding the price, pushing higher, taking out this high, then it's give the structure shift, flip this value gap, then again I can enter for a short entry. So yes, this is what happened today. I couldn't able to recognize this model, even though I knew that 5 to 9 reversal is there for me to enter. I didn't mark the last 3 days I marked, but today I didn't mark. Today I didn't wait for those things to happen. 8:41. I took two stop losses in the morning, so I was like confused. And this was super crazy, like 20 pips. So hereafter I don't like to trade, but still I ended up trading here. Again get stopped out. Again get stopped out. So I missed my move. I re-entered here. I re-entered. I was like the same move, like swept, second shift displacement. So I was like expect a lower prices. So this entry is pretty much okayish, but still I am not supposed to risk that much. But this entry, I never recognize. I failed to recognize the 5 minutes candle. It's not actually flipped. So it was my mistake. And this is also just chasing the price, just try to catch the running price. Like I just missed the move, but I was not comfortable. I just tried to catch the move, just try to chasing it, but unfortunately, I failed it today. Okay, have fun, stay safe. That's it. We'll see you in the morning.